Hello Fractal and Songbook Plus fans. I've been asked to create a video in English. So let's get started. The first step is to prepare your Fractal device. Here you go to your encoders, to the E-encoder, and you push this encoder to come into the setup. Then as a next step, you go to your navigation keys and use the arrow down to come to the Midi remote, and then push simply the enter button. Then you are on the general page, and we want to use the page keys. Here in our case the right, 2 arrows right, and we push until we reach the others menu. And here on this page again we use the navigation keys to scroll down until we are coming to the select scene. And here we see the none, but we have to change this to the controller 34. And that's it. There is no need to push the enter button because the information are automatically stored. So just simply hit the exit key. And that's it. Yeah, prior to start the programming on the Songbook, I'd like to give you a short overview about the Midi. As you may know, the Fractal has 512 presets, and those are divided into 4 equal groups. So the group A starts at 0 until 127, and the group D starts at the preset 384 and ends at 511. So now the question is how we can program the right preset number. So just simply have a view on my example. This is how I work with my FM9. Usually I play with 5 different presets. So my first preset is on the slot 400. The last one is on 404. And now the simple question, what needs to be done to reach the 400? Yeah, it's quite a simple math. So you simply have to calculate how many steps you need to come from the 384 until 400, and it's 16. So therefore later on the Songbook you have to add here the 16, and same for reaching the 401 you have to add 17, 18, 19 and 20. And so depending on where you have your presets, you have to make this calculation, but it's quite simple. After we have selected the right preset, in our case let's stick on this 400, we want to select now the right scene 1 until scene 8. And so here in this MIDI controller change portion, which you later on will see in the Songbook, we have to choose the controller 34, and we have to give them values between 0 and 7. This 0 until 7 is represent the 8 different scenes. So this means after you selected the controller 34, you have to put in a 0 to really reach the scene 1. You have to put in a 1 to reach the scene 2, etc., etc. And the same you have to do, of course, then with the other presets. So if you have selected the preset 401 by adding the 17, then in your next step you can activate this controller 34 and choose again the right scene within this particular preset. Okay, now we are in the Songbook Plus app. Here you see my library, and now we'll select one song, Africa from Toto. So the first step is that you go to the upper portion. Here you see these small white dots. Just push it and then go to the center position and select Song bearbeiten. In English maybe it will be Song edit. Then you land on this page, and as a first step we go to the left lower portion and we activate this command, Midi Befehl senden beim Öffnen. So send out a Midi message when opening the document. This makes sure that once you select later on your chord sheet that automatically the MIDI message is sent out. And then you go to the right portion, to this bank select. And here, the first step what we have to do is to choose the right group. Please remember 1, 2, 3, 4. These are represent the groups A, B, C, D from the Fractal. So my presets are all in the group D, which is then 4. So I have to select this group. The LSB is not relevant, you can ignore it, and we just go to the right portion, to the PG, to the program change. And in my case, I want to select the preset 400. This means I have to select here the 16. And this will make sure, so if you don't have any need to select a scene, you just could now save this document. But in our case, we also want to select the scene. Therefore, we go to this upper portion where you can read Action when opening, Aktion beim Öffnen. Just push this. And then we have to add another action. Push this one, and then you have different possibility. In our case, we want to send out a control change. So just go to this portion, and then this window pops up. The channel, we keep it at 1. So here you have the possibility to choose another channel, 1 to 16, where the MIDI commands are transferred, is the MIDI transmission channel, but we keep it in 1. Then here in the controller, now we need to select this controller 34. This is this controller which makes sure that the scene is selected. And the right value, this 0 until 7, represents the 8 different scenes which are possible. So if I want to choose the scene number 2, I need to select the value 1. That's it. And then just go out and finally make sure that you save it. So that's it. All right, now see this in action. Of course, the basic is that your Fractal device is connected with your tablet via USB cable. So here I go to my first set. Then I push here the button, and then you see that the preset 400 is selected with the scene number 4. This is my oldest crunch sound. And when I scroll to the next song, it's the same preset, but here in this case I have here my ODS clean sound. And I scroll to the next song, is selecting the preset 401 with the third scene. And going to the next song, this will select the 404 with the first scene. That's it.